With the wind.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
How warrior... I'm planning to...
Well...
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the...
The main venue...
In that case...
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Huh? Good luck with... what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloom...
Yep, we sure are. Guess... Whoa.
True, but I've got a good What makes you ask? I've never heard such a rumor before. The rules got, in essence, Sacred Flame. So please, our main...
It's so reassuring.
for example.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on.
Finally, you're here! That traveler, Paimon, is so... hold up, what happened to first... what's going on? We're...
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long, we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
All of the chiefs have agreed.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join.
Oh, so that's... And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some serious... How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a select... Lux?
If you join the sign...
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance.
Yeah...
Oh, you can join up with the
All I've got to...
Ooh!
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies.
Well, oh, Paimon love... Not just 'cause... You know what?
Actually, there'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half, you're on our side.
Huh.
What? Really? Huh.
So it's settled? All right.
Silly child, Billy child. Huh? Phew.
Alright, so this is our base. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes.
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
You killjoy!
We know each other pretty well. There are a lot of cliffs nearby.
In that case, let's follow. See that flag? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Lualani.
All right then. I'll take point. Everyone. Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking. Huh? They saw through our
No choice but to.
I'm ready! All right then.
Come on! Show me your courage! Fight!
Let her rip! Catch this and win!
I've got him cornered.
Hey, no slacking! Give this everything you've got!
Claim these souls!
Finish this next time.
To the Deadwood Blade! Dragon Fire!
Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumka swords yet. See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they...
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
fast. Take a deep breath and grit your teeth.
Here comes another.
All eyes on you.
Oh, chill out! Let's ride!
Take a look behind the veil. Take a look behind the veil.
Is that all you have?
Take a deep breath and grit your teeth.
You couldn't resist!
My ways.
Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
All right! We've taken the Masters of the Night Wind's base too! Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like I showed up right on.
Yay, you're here too, Sheila.
Let's save the small.
Now the backup.
I'll lead a frontal assault. The rest of you.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our defenses somehow. But this is just the beginning.
We're not gonna...
Well said.
Let's have a...
Come on!
Watch out!
Show me your courage!
Singed! Fast!
Play these swords! Out of the corner!
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them. Alright, how about we call it a day?
Does that mean we've won? Told you we'd be
Well, that was pretty
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off cuckoo-saur riders halfway up the mountainside. That was well played.
Yeah.
How about the sacred flame?
I found a few Yes, and they gave them.
Granny C. Lolly!
I divide those marshals. I did a quick... That's all... Well, since...
Oh,
How about we head over there to...
sorry.
I need to help...
I might be a bit late.
Great!
Huh? In that case... Guys, you're the last ones left. Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the chain...
All the fatigue.
Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonin?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here.
And last but not least, surf.
That's... Oh, hold your horses! There's a... Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness!
Hey, watch it, How. You're splashing water everywhere. Kachina, Tevat to Kachina. I made Saurus crackers. Come have some. Okay. I'll be right...
Kanich, you shirtless...
Whew. Thanks for sticking around to...
No problem at all.
Parties are always extra... No, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina. Oh, maybe this something...
Of course! We'll ask... If there was something...
Oh, thanks. That makes me... Anyway, I'll be heading off now, too.
Bye for now. See you soon. Katina?
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands. Don't worry. Everything's... Huh?
Well, you...
Thanks, Traveler. Despite losing... So when I finally did... Still... I achieved my dream. Then the bloom... And that got me thinking. Am I the...
So that's what's been
Huh? You mean... Oh...
Huh. If you... When Paimon can't... But if someone...
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey!
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Greasy Lolly! Hello. Milray's been in a deep... I imagine you're right. By the way, when we did... A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads. Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray? Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind. I don't see why not.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on! Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time. Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always... Usually the Pyro Archon... Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also...
Huh? Was it the same?
The scroll doesn't say. Strange. It's very unusual for such... Firstly, that the and later on, his brother left the tribe.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human... Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota. And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakuku, must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Phew!
So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kanich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's... Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay as...
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either.
Awesome.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit. Anything on your end, Kanich?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukasaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you. All right. It's not like Auroran's traps can.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance.
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your...
Let me think.
Kachina, see Lolly! What's up?
We haven't managed to find anything.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that, it would be great if we could get... We must also learn to...
Yeah, I'm sure. Still...
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife?
Kanich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur? No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are so I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadow. I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole... Not sure if...
Wait a second.
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind...
It's okay. What the... How is that even... Guys, get over here, quick! There's no...
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the Leyline?
There are many possible...
So why have you been tail... If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man.
He ran off!
Do you think he wants us to follow him? If only...
Hey, that...
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every...
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow...
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, you want us to...
These are... woven scrolls, yes. All... Still, they're... Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I mean, with him around, I've never felt... And right now, he needs me more than ever.
I salute your courage and wisdom. But these sacred...
Well, I've studied the essence of... Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them?
Research on sacred... What we know for sure...
Enhance a...
It's speculative. As far as I'm concerned...
So you asked the chief... Remarkable that they agree. Tensions are running...
I know, but... I had... With all this... Fighting side by side...
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just... Please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay?
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame.
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so... The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our loss.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just be...
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian?
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste... If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. So many Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
I get it now. Snatching the Ugh, that nompole.
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to...
Rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out blood, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was all... How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly.
You think I had a choice? As playing by the rules? These sacred flame crystals.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame...
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning. He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single...
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt... Just remember this. No excuse... All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you?
Wait, Nampol! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? I'm so sorry, Antu. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with... He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them, but no one believed me anymore. Until finally... I remember once, over at the Children of Echo.
Go beg your brother for some... What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster... It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting, unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been, I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in them. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried... Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who... May the Natlan of their day be united as one.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's aunt.
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like no wonder there weren't any. The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed.
Hey! Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's...
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret Link. I gotta think this through. Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystal, but now, after hundreds of years, we fight. Will you join forces?
Interesting approach.
Actually,
Oh, dear child. Come.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly... sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some Also, how come it's so quiet today?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?"
Good. Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time.
Actually, what's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today, but it was an everyday occurrence in that era.
Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukusaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts. And that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he? He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Uh-huh, yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you... So, how exactly are we going...
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called The story used... Then the children all raised their hands, lending their power to the hero. For the adults watching, it's just a performance. But at that age, happiness doesn't come from...
Oh, true. When I helped out at my... Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius."
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way. Besides, but we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grab.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at arguing here, don't you think? We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power, and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're joining too.
It really resonates. And unlike the heroes in those plays...
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the...
Let's see. We've got our actors, and the stage is set.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence.
Fine. Then you have my...
So, that's everyone then.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but...
As for me...
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, as our Archon herself often says.
That's right.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more... I've even come up with a secret
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all
Yeah!
Then let's get this show on the road.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains?
If you're worried about getting tired, launching a surprise attack.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just...
These two aren't even more of a...
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't do...
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like...
That's nothing. Come on, Todd. Controlled breathing. I'll stop you in your tracks.
Go! You're free now!
Open fire! Don't worry, everyone. We can do it! We've got to fall back for now. Excellent! We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to all tuckered out. Let me give
Granny to the rescue! Now,
Granny's...
faster, stronger. Let's move!
Perfect.
Let's burn this breeze.
Coming! Find a way to hold them off!
Let's...
Let's cook the flesh, shall we?
Tell me what you see.
Suffer the wrath of Easley!
Let's finish this next time.
Blade!
Knock them down.
Full speed ahead! War's over! Open fire!
Nice, another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There are
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh! That girl has some moves. Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counter. Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door.
You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy, no—
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Coach will take it from here.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller... Looks like the Scions of the Canopy Space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
I knew that wouldn't stop you.
Here comes another.
Go! You're free now!
Hold on to your hats.
Let's fly.
This isn't over yet.
You act for it. Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire!
Faster, stronger.
Clench your teeth! Start the clock!
Knock him down.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
Well, that explains why you were so...
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like... You youngsters, once this is all over...
Thanks, Granny. Without your...
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she...
Shows that everyone... Anyway, after all that...
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play. Aoife, this should be enough.
Yeah, plenty.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show. Next up, the main event.
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will... That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist.
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Great. Then...
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy, you'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very...
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his...
Hey, Mualani!
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm... What did I do again? That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here? If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one. Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this? Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker! Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker! How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
No. You just don't get it! The one...
Good. He's starting to buy it.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge. Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so...
Is this what sacred... Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening. Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats! Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be! Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, hereby appoint myself your referee! Kanich! Let's start with Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Time out! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger. We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all. What right do you...
Bunch... Never have the I should never have believed...
Antu!
You're up, bro. This ends now!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place. We will stand united and Fly, my dude, fly! Cast us.
Now, Auroran.
Got it. The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break. From this day forth, may worldly
What in the...
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic.
Psh, cheese! Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have...
Also great with a glass of wine.
You're amazing, Granny.
Ensemblaced me. Sure. In that case, I'll go find Veressa and we'll
You should stay up.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? You're at...
Huh. Wow, that's... I can't remember.
Something about wishing I dropped by your work. Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best...
Wait.
Just kidding.
How into that have you... Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some...
How? I owe you an apology.
Huh?
It seems the evil power is completely gone.
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much.
all.
See, told you it would all work out.
You were this close.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed? Lonnie. Actually, it was the.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the Ocean Zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already...
Everyone, over here! Ian-san! And we've gathered enough Ocean Zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix. Hey, Kakuku. Dude. Less chat, more.
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Whew. This is it. The sacred flame crystal. Forged by the... Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. His final wish... Thanks a ton, everyone. Not only did we save... As a physician...
Well, from my perspective, though, even without the threat of the abyss, so, in keeping with our traditions...
As it happens, I picked all...
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it.
I'll go gather the others.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Phew! Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself. Ooh, in that cake. Mmm, so good. Go ahead. Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day. Yep, but reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 I've never experienced. I love now, so I've decided to always do my best to help. I haven't figured out exactly how. You know what? Paimon. That way, Paimon. You really think so? Baking delicious to. Thanks, guys. I think I might have found. By the way, before the party, I heard if he doesn't get back soon, I'll... Guess we've got no choice. Huh? Yeah.
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild. He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. One client, two clients, three clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly.